Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 94 and today I have got some rather hilarious news. As you guys know, in a recent episode of Hermitcraft, I was telling you about the fact that my gold play button was on the way. It was going to be arriving. I couldn't wait for it to arrive. I was so excited. Turns out, wasn't my gold play button at all. It was the silver play button for my second channel. Now, I vlogged the entire thing, okay? I was recording, I was like, oh, we're gonna go get the gold play button. Oh, I can't wait to get the gold play button, etc, etc, etc. I actually ended up missing the delivery, which was the first failure of the video. I then went and picked up the gold play button to find that the gold play button was a lot smaller than I expected. And I opened it up, and yes, of course, it was the silver play button for the second channel. So I've actually posted that video on the second channel. I'll put a link to it on the screen and also down in the description. Really happy with the video. It came out really good. I actually recorded it with my girlfriend, which was really great fun. And I'm definitely going to be doing more vlogs like that in the future because it was an absolute blast. But it was a categoric failure on my part. So I am still waiting for the gold play button. I still don't know where it is. I assume it's on its way. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, the first thing that I want to do in today's episode of Hermitcraft is check my shop for profits. So here goes. Nothing. 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 And nothing. Well, it looks like our shop has not sold anything in the past couple days. That's not good. That's not good, guys. Come on, hermits, you should be popping by and picking up my books. They're an absolute bargain. Also, I was reading the comments on the previous episode of Hermitcraft, and to be honest, I couldn't believe my ears, but by the look of things, you're right. What's happened here, then? So, the AFK fish farm was switched on while I was AFKing, and it still seems to have killed Mumbo Questalot bots. That's not good. That's seriously not good. We're in a bit of a situation here because that is now 3 deaths. We only have 4 more deaths to go before all of our diamonds get exploded, which isn't particularly brilliant news. So we're going to have to work on that at some point in the near future. But for today's episode of Hermitcraft, we're actually going to be working in this area right here because, as you guys know, we built the ridiculous potion brewing stations in the previous episode of Hermitcraft. Okay, these things are pretty bonkers. We've got 10 of them for 10 different types of potions. But here's the thing. Not all of them are filled. I mean, we don't have any water bottles in them. We don't have any of the glowstone or the redstone. We still don't have a lot of the potions either. In fact, I don't think we've got any of the ones that involve blaze. We don't have fire resistance. We don't have strength or strength 2 or invisibility. So we're going to have to get all of those items in today's episode and basically finish this thing up, as well as a bit of extra redstone as well to link all of them together. I have absolutely no stone, and I appear to have lost my insane silk touch pickaxe, which means we might actually have to do this the old-fashioned way and smelt cobblestone into stone. I can't believe it! It's episode 94 and I'm having to smelt cobblestone. This has gone from a jokey, haha, where's my pickaxe, to a, dude, where's my pickaxe? I've fully lost it. I've spent the past half an hour looking for it. I don't know where it's gone. It's my favourite pickaxe too. It was in my diamonds chest, which actually makes a decent quantity of sense, but still, definitely one for the spoon counter there. Hilariously, this right here represents 1 hour's hard work. All of these buttons, repeaters, and item frames, well, they were just such a pain in the backside to gather. Obviously, I couldn't find my pickaxe, that was the first problem. I then had to mend my pickaxe, which was fine. Then had to gather up some stone, which was all good. I got the repeaters, placed them all in. Then I didn't have any leather for the item frames, which means I had to go back out, gather that, and then come back. And here we are. And it's looking fantastic. These things are now ready to rock and roll. They've all been linked up, but we just need to gather up all of the items for them. Now, I've been doing a little bit of calculating, and by the look of things, the main thing that we need are blaze rods. So I'm going to have a conversation with Exumaboid to see if we can come to an agreement. So I've just spoken to Mr. Tango Tech, and he has come up with a price for the blaze rods. He has said that I will need to pay no diamonds. He's going to give me them for free, which is absolutely fantastic. And by the look of things, he is already there. So let's just sort of do some somersaults. And I don't think he's spotted us just yet. There he is. Alright, okay, there is Mr. Tango Tech. Very nice to see you. And he is wearing his Minecon cape, which I unfortunately do not have. So there they are. The beautiful golden blaze rods. We've got 5 right there. and I am going to give him just a few diamonds. There we go. On the house. Perfect. I have my fingers very crossed right now. Yes! Every single time I record one of these Hermitcraft episodes, I say that I love Impulse SV, and I can promise you I really do. Right, let's chuck those in. Magma cream, and we have got another set of magma cream right there. And you know what? I think I'm going to grab another set of slime balls because, to be honest, I don't know how often I'm going to use Potion of Strength. However, I feel like Potion of Fire Resist is a lot more useful, so the Blaze Powder is probably better spent there. Nothing but pure wins in today's episode of Hermitcraft. I've just found a bunch of spider eyes over at the triple mob spawner. Hopefully nobody minds that I've taken them. I mean, it looks like they've just been left there, so yeah, I've pinched a few. I really do hope this works. Mushroom. Bone meal. No, does that not work in the nether? Am I totally wasting my time? Am I doing it wrong? Oh. After a little bit of Googling, I have discovered that the way that you have to do it is by placing them on dirt or grass or some other block a bit like that one. So now I've got around about 2.5 stacks of these things, which is pretty good. That will give us plenty to create fermented spider eyes, and by the look of things, there's a lot more fire around me than there was beforehand. And there's Netherrack. Where's the ghast that has just shot at me? Is he inside my base? How peculiar. I didn't even notice that. I was jamming out to my tunes and things. I must have just completely missed a fireball going flying past me and blowing up the ground next to me. Oh, I should probably pay more attention to that. Just thought I'd give you a little bit of mumbo jumbo trivia here. This is the first time I have ever crafted fermented spider eyes in Minecraft. Never done it before. First time ever. We've got 3 stacks of the stuff. Stage 1 of this resource gathering mission has now been completed. We have done all the redstone and we have got all of the ingredients required to do all of these potions, which I would say is pretty good going. But there is a more important thing to do, and that is to get all of the water bottles and all of the modifiers. So we're going to need tons of redstone and tons of glowstone for this thing as well. I don't think I quite comprehended how many items that this was going to require and how big of a resource gathering mission this was actually going to be. But I guess the first thing that we've got to do is get stacks upon stacks upon stacks of glass. Fingers crossed! Oh dear. Oh, we've got to do some desert mining. I'll be honest guys, I was expecting this to be a lot more difficult because I thought that these water bottles didn't actually stack, which would have been a massive pain in the backside, but essentially my plan of action when it comes to this sort of thing is very, very simple. I pick up a stack of glass, I then chuck it inside the crafting table right here, I craft up 1 stack of them right there, and then I place them inside my inventory. I then hold down the right click button in this water pool until I start vomiting them, which should happen any second now, and there it is. I then let go of the right click button, take the water bottles over to the chest and dump them in, and basically rinse and repeat that process, and it's all going along really nice and quickly. All of the water bottles are now in place. They are in every single one of the potion brewing stations, and I am just in the process of testing out if this thing actually works. Now you would have thought I'd test that first, but of course you are watching a mumbo jumbo video and we do not do things in a sensible fashion here. So I have just hit the invisibility potion 1, and I do believe that should now be brewing up. We've got an awkward potion, that's good. We've got a golden carrot going in. And then after that, we should get the fermented spider eye, which is going to turn us invisible. Yes, it seems to be working brilliantly, which is awesome. That's made me very happy because I got a little bit concerned that this wasn't actually going to work on servers due to the way that these droppers are actually laid out. They're laid out in a slightly strange manner, and in theory, both of these droppers, they end up in the same hopper at the same time. So both items from both of these end up in the same space, or something like that. And I didn't think it was going to work, but by the look of things, it does. This one actually comes before that one, which is very strange considering that one's got another hopper to go through. But there you go. Anyway, this is functional. Let's take a look in here. When we hit the button, we should see Potion of Invisibility. Oh boy, I can have some fun with this. Who else is on the server? I need to find some people to mess with. Oh my god, I look amazing. You can see right down my pants. Oh, this is brilliant. Hey, look guys, this guy can't see me. I can stand right next to him. And there's even a creeper up here. Look, it won't attack me. It will! Why is it attacking me? I swear that was a thing. That was a thing, wasn't it? Oh, well, apparently they can see me. Oh, it's probably to do with the fact that I've got my armor and things. I have definitely amassed an army as well. This is not good. After that little stupid moment, we're now going to be heading back into safety because, well, we have got a lot of glowstone to gather, okay? And in my personal experience, the best way to gather glowstone is to use a villager. For example, this guy right here, who seems to have locked out his glowstone trade. Basically, I need to get 12 stacks of glowstone dust. 12 stacks of glowstone dust, and I'm going to do it through villager trading. I can imagine my blood pressure is going to rise because this guy's probably going to be very moody and infuriating. I would say my glowstone session was pretty successful with the villager. He actually played ball quite nicely, and he allowed us to get around about 3.5 stacks. So I have got my Fortune 3 pickaxe right here, and I guess I've just got to break the entire thing to get glowstone dust so that we can use it to actually double up these potions. Give us the 2, because the 2 is the most important part. Swiftness 1, rubbish. Swiftness 2, that's where I want to be. The glowstone is in Swiftness 2. We also have the glowstone in Strength 2 as well. And now we're going to run over to Instant Health. We're going to convert that into Instant Health 2. And one thing that I actually forgot to mention is I've converted Instant Health 1 into Poison. Because I was thinking to myself, what is the point in having Health 2 and also Instant Health 1? Why would I ever use Instant Health 1 when Instant Health 2 is readily available? So I've switched it over to Potions of Poison simply because I would like to poison other players in Minecraft. I think that would be good fun. So Hermits, if you're watching this, definitely watch out. But more importantly too, is I can throw that at zombie villagers and that will convert them into normal villagers if I feed them a golden apple. And that should probably be Poison 2 as well. Can you get Poison 2? I think you can. So that should be good. Yes, we've got Poison 2 right there. We've got Instant Health 2 there. We've got Strength 2 and we have got Swiftness 2. Perfect. But there is one slight issue. We need a lot of redstone. Okay, once again, I've run out of redstone thanks to my nether project that I did. So that means we don't have any redstone left over, which means that we have got a lot of resource gathering to do because we need 4 stacks of redstone for this one to give us strength plus. We also need 4 stacks of redstone for this, 4 stacks of redstone for that, 4 stacks of redstone for that, and 4 stacks of redstone for that. So that is 16 stacks of redstone in total. 16 stacks, which means that we're going to do a mining session. We're going to do a 1-hour mining session. You guys know the drill. Head down to the comment section. Let me know how many items you think I'm going to get during this one. How many diamonds, how much lapis, how much coal, most importantly, how much redstone and gold. I think I've named all of them, and I will catch you guys in a little bit. Now in today's time-lapse chat, I want to try my best to get you guys involved once again. Now I tried this recently in a recent time-lapse chat, went down incredibly well. I saw hundreds upon hundreds of comments down in the comment section, and it was incredibly interesting to read. I personally love reading through all of your comments, especially when they're good comments, okay? When they're good comments and they're constructive comments, it's fantastic. Otherwise, maybe not so much, but it was fantastic. It worked really nicely, so I thought I'd try it again, and this time I would ask you guys a really, really simple question that I'm sure is going to throw some of you off, but hopefully a good number of you will have a good answer for it. What I want to ask you is, why did you subscribe to my channel, and when did you subscribe to my YouTube channel? Now this is very interesting to me, of course, because it's a question that I should probably be asking more often. I should know why people are subscribing to my YouTube channel, because then of course I can do more of that certain thing. If I can get more of those sorts of videos out that bring people into my YouTube channel, then I can get more subscribers and more people watching my videos and more people putting lovely comments down in the comment section, which is basically what I live for. Now I sort of want you to reply to this in 3 different parts. So head down to the comment section right now, ignore all of the time-lapse footage right here because you've got some typing to do. So the first thing is a rough estimate of the date. Obviously if you have an exact date, then congratulations, that's pretty amazing. But if you have a rough estimate, then just chuck it down there in the comment section at the top of your comment. The next thing that I want to ask is which video actually got you to watch one of my videos. So which video popped up and you thought, hey, that seems interesting, I'm going to click on that and I'm going to give it a watch, because I'd love to hear that sort of information. Obviously, if you can't remember the exact video, that's totally fine. I'm not going to hold it against you. but I would love to know just which video actually caught your interest and made you interested in my YouTube channel. And the last thing that I want you to put down is, why did you subscribe? What did you like about the video that made you want to subscribe? Why do you continue watching my videos? What sort of things do you enjoy about my YouTube videos? And most importantly, what sort of things don't you enjoy about my videos? So for example, if you're sat there right now thinking, I'm really bored of this time-lapse chat, I wish he didn't do these horrible time-lapse chats, let me know down in the comment section. Say, hey, I don't particularly like the time-lapse chats. I wish that there weren't so many of them. Now, obviously, when I'm asking for that sort of criticism, please don't just turn around and go, some of your videos are stupid, because that's not constructive. Obviously, I'm just going to be sat there thinking, which videos? What do you think is stupid about them? I'd love to know. So when you're criticizing the things that I do, please try your best to be very, I don't know, very constructive about it, basically. Now, I know there is a chance that I've just opened up a massive can of worms by asking for criticism on YouTube. That could be considered a very stupid idea, but hopefully you guys are really sensible about this, and hopefully this can really help me make my channel better for those of you who are subscribed. But anyway, that is enough chatting for today. Let's pop back onto the Hermitcraft server and take a look at how many resources I've managed to get. Before I show you how many items I've got, I just want to issue you guys a bit of a warning. This was an awful mining session, okay? Remember the last episode we did an insane mining session? We got hundreds upon hundreds of items. I think I got just over 2 stacks of diamonds in one mining session. Insane. Don't think I've ever done that before. This one was quite the opposite. I got barely any diamonds. We got a bunch of redstone, which is definitely a good thing. We got a little bit of lapis and a tiny bit of gold as well. So I would suggest adjusting your predictions, because I'm going to build these in a massive block of ores, and then we can take a look at how many items I actually got. But before we do that, you guys know the drill. We have got some serious mending to do. Here we are over at the Ender. It's been a while since I've shown you this place, and I have to say, Iskall has done a wonderful job. I absolutely love it. It looks amazing. What do you guys think to this new addition to my base? I mean, I have to say, earlier on I was saying that we didn't get that many resources, but when you lay it out like this, it actually looks pretty impressive. We've got, yeah, that's a decent sized cube of resources there. We've got quite a bit of redstone, we've got a little bit of coal, and then a tiny bit of diamonds up at the top. I already have around about 6 stacks of redstone that I mined with my fortune pickaxe during the mining session, so this is great. I mean, we only needed, what was it, about 12, maybe 16 stacks of redstone in total, so hopefully this provides the other 10. Now I have to say, guys, we have done a very good job. We have got 8 stacks of redstone there, then we have got another 5 stacks, that's 13, 14, 15, and then that's 23 stacks, 24 stacks, and we still have some redstone left over, but obviously I don't have the inventory space left over. So what we're going to have to do is I'm going to throw in all of the redstone into each of these dispensers here. So right now I think we've got enough to do 5 stacks of redstone for every dispenser that needs it. So this one is glowstone, this one here is going to be redstone once again, and this one is going to be redstone once again. And then what I thought would be a good idea is to test out every single one of these things and take every single potion, so we turn into like a superhuman Minecraft player that will give us lots and lots of power-ups. In preparation for me going superhuman, I decided to activate all of the potion brewing stations, and I have discovered something very strange that I don't fully understand. So the ones on this side work fine, the ones on this side, they get it all mixed up. So as you can see right here, if we click on this brewing station right here, we have got orchid potion, so that means that the nether wart went in fine. But we have then got redstone, which means that the second item, the item that actually makes it the potion, hasn't actually gone in properly. It's gone behind the redstone, so the order's messed up. And I don't really understand why that is, but it does sort of make a little bit more sense. So basically we have these 3 droppers right here, and they all get powered at the same time. Now this first one is for the nether wart, and that shoots the items off into this hopper right here. So that drops straight down into the brewing stand. And then this dropper shoots the item into this hopper right here. Now, in this design, believe it or not, that is actually the redstone, which may seem a little bit strange, but for some reason, this top dropper, which has to shoot its item into this hopper, then across into this chest, then down into the same hopper that dropper sends the item into, for some reason, that one from the top dropper actually gets there first, which would mess with the order, so I had to switch them around to what I thought was going to work, but it seems to only work on this side of the wall, it doesn't work on that side of the wall. I'm fairly certain that didn't make any sense, but it just seems very peculiar. I've discovered something even stranger. Some of the ones on this side work, some of them don't. Some of the ones on this side work, but some of them don't. So it's not even a directional thing, it just seems to be a general location thing, which is bizarre. How very, very strange. Right, I'm currently in the process of fixing these things up. I'm trying to work out which ones are going wrong and which ones are in the correct format. Oh, it's just peculiar. I've managed to mess up 2 more times, but I believe this one is the one. So here goes. We hit the button, and we should see Swiftness 2 makes its way down into there. That's brilliant. Right, okay, we hit the button on this one, and we should see Night Vision Plus has made its way down into that one. Fantastic. This one should be Fire Resistance Plus, which it is. Brilliant. Okay, we hit the button on this one, and we should see Water Breathing Plus. Excellent. That seems to be functional. And we hit the button on this one. We should get Strength 2. Yes, we do. And finally, this one right here, we get Potions of Invisibility. Awesome! This thing is working. I have now got an inventory filled with potions. And you know what? I'm going to take a screenshot. And now to sign off today's episode, I'm going to take the first potion. Then I'm going to take the second potion. And the third potion. And the fourth potion. And also the 5th potion. So there we go. We now have 5 potion effects. That can definitely be the screenshot for today's video, because that looks absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at us. We have got Swiftness. We have got Water Breathing. We have got Fire Resistance. Do we have Fire Resistance? No. Where's Fire Resistance? We need the other one. So this is our 6th potion. What does that even look like? Oh my word, they're stacking up above one another. So now we can go in lava, we can go in water, we can run really fast, we are completely invisible, we can see in the dark, we have got Strength 2. Wow. Okay, so we are basically superheroes at this point in time. We could take on anything. We've got the most insane armor as well. We're basically indestructible, okay? I feel like I could fight a million withers at this point in time. But on that note, I think I'm going to be ending today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.